Today, what we are going to do is that we've been practicing Indriya Samara for the last 3 days here, or rather 2 days. And the first day was more about the 10 immoral deeds removal. So I thought it would be good that I share this as well as how to practice, how we are practicing here. So anybody is interested in practicing similar to what we are practicing, it would be good. So I thought it'll be nice. And also, some people are going to join from that house online. So they would like to continue doing this. So it would help them as well. So that's the one second. People wanted to join, so I just added. So that's the idea of doing this. So the first things first is that there are three sections. Let's say I want to meditate. I've done Goenka, TMI, all of that. It's fair. But I need to do it 18 hours because that's the waking time. So, to enable that to happen, not to forget, I need to have something which keeps me working. Okay, this breath watching is not something I can do it all the time. And the TMI method also, I can't do it all the time. It's good for sitting. That is a cushion and sitting. And then I have a particular time. And after that, I'm on my own. So basically, it's good to begin with, just like a child starts going to school, preschool or school. This is the same level. Now, how do I graduate? That's where this comes into existence. Okay. The schooling is the Sotapanna stage, which is good, but that's it. There ends it. So it's just like I joined the school. So if I think joining the school itself is completion of the school, then I'm wrong. So a Sotapanna is a person who has just come into the stream and he had a taste of Dhamma and he has also a taste of Nibbana. That's it. But he can't get into Nibbana and he can't proceed further because there's many things to be done than just arriving and sitting in a place or in a school. So this is the background. So now what do we do? Well, the first thing I need to do is before I start sitting, standing, walking, sleeping, for posture, which I'll be doing all the time in the day, is to first look at the mind. Now, the mind should have something, five senses. Then there is mind. If there are no five senses, there's no mind also. How do we know? If you remember the time you slept, 99.99999% you will not remember. But if you remember, that means you didn't sleep. So when I say I have a very nice sleep, it means it was undisturbed, the mind was absent. It was not involved in anything. And hence you wake up fresh. Okay. So that state, when the sight is not seen, sounds are not heard, that doesn't mean that sight were not there. They were there. Doesn't mean the sound was not there. It was there. It doesn't mean the taste was not there. It was there. It didn't mean that the touch was not there. It was there. Smell was there. And no thought ever appeared in deep sleep. In fact, if you have an Apple Watch and you're wearing it, There is a sleep app. You can study it. Talks about REM sleep, awake, deep sleep, and so many different parameters. And also, it will show you the BPM. That's the most interesting part of this, beats per minute. You could see the beat of beats per minute reduces because there's no activity. Okay. So basically, what we are then talking, if you're sleeping for 6 hours, then you're awake for 18 hours out of 24 hours. If you're sleeping for 8 hours, then you're awake for 16 hours. Somebody sleeps for 10 hours, that means he has only 14 hours. Right? So let's keep it simple. Now, in 14 hours, you need to restrain the senses. Or in 16 hours, you need to restrain the senses. Just like what's happening in the deep sleep state. Otherwise, the activity keeps on happening. And when there is activity, there is raga, dvesha, and moha. Right? And that's the thing. So this is the background. And you need to know, or I need to know, if I'm that meditator, shouldn't forget this. My home is not this. It's Abhasara. Okay. I might have a wife, fair. I might have a son, daughter, fair. I have a friend, fair. Accepted. Let me not fight with it. I shouldn't have had. No, nothing like that. Oh, I have to go to job tomorrow. Fair. All of that is fair. Let it be. So first thing I need to cut out is a chaos before I even begin. Because I started from Abhasara. And so is everyone. It's not only me who started in Abhasara. It's everyone. Having said that, having known that, now I sit and watch for the first three immoral deeds which happens in the mind, out of which the two which are very much concerned about, because there in every sutta almost, abhijja and domanasa, or abhijja and vyapada. Okay, so Indriya Samara also has that, abhijja and domanasa. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to see is whether there's abhijja. And we've gone through what is abhijja, but it's good to go through again, is that interested in getting more than what I have, or I should get it first. This also includes jhana. I should get it first than anyone. So it means a compulsive, competitive, comparative attitude. It's compulsive because I need it. It's competitive because I need to be the best. And it is comparative because I need to compare with someone. And these three things bring in abhijja. So the first thing is that I had to completely remove compulsive disorders. It can be a compulsive thinker, can be a compulsive game player, compulsive health freak, compulsive workaholic, all compulsive. Anything that is compulsion, I need to do it. Okay, as though I'm going to die without that. And if I add O to it, becomes obsessive. OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. It's a mental state where you feel so freaked out that you need that to be accomplished at any cost. So I want to complete it now. Somebody sent an email and I want to reply it right now. There's an obsession. It's compulsive. I need to reply. Unless this is finished, I can't relax. I have a fight with my wife. I wanted this to be sorted out right now. I had a fight with my son, fight with a neighbor, fight with something, fight with myself also. I need this to be sorted out. So if I have this attitude of has to be sorted out now, it means it's compulsive. And Abhijja starts with compulsion. Why? Because it leads to competition. I need to be fast. Like if I'm rushing through a line or a queue system, first I'm obsessive that I should be the first person there, and I'm compulsive and I'm competing and I compare whether did I reach or not. So somebody says he's a Sotapanna, then my question now is that why I couldn't do it. So either I have to change my teacher or to change something, or something should happen. Right? So that's compulsion, competition, comparison. So if I take from the back, first I need to do is to stop comparing. Nothing called comparison. Nothing. Okay, what it means. If I'm seeing something, I'm just seeing it, no comparing it. If I'm hearing it, just hearing it, no comparing. Oh, yesterday it was like this. Oh, 1 hour back it was like that. Something. No, we'll come to this Indriya, but I'm just saying what we are trying to accomplish. So when I start, I need to start looking at Abhasara. Okay, nothing lower than that. Knowing that everyone came from there and they have got misplaced, just like a child got misplaced, displaced, whatever it is. And then you have to find a way back to reach Abhasara here and now. So that's my starting pledge or adhitthana, determination that I need to reach there. That's my goal. Anything lesser than that goal is stupidity. Okay. Now, if why you are following Buddha Dhamma for myself is I not only believe, there's nothing to be believed. I know that I came from Abhasara, but I have not experienced. Fair. You entered the school, right? Yes, that's enough. Okay. Now, how do I get into Abhasara? That's the next question. So, what we answered. So, what are we going to accomplish? Abhasara. And when are you going to accomplish? When the hindrances are removed. So, we are answering the second W. When? Why are you doing this? Because this is not my home. But I have a wife, that's fair. I have a husband, fair. I have a child, fair. Absolutely fair. But this is not my home. Anagara, coming out of the house. Okay? Not physically. So don't think it's physical running away. No. Mentally calming down, cooling down. So I need to be in Abhasara, means I can't be staying here. Very simple. I can't stay here and there at the same time. No, I can be either staying there, I can be staying here. And I'm confident, I know it, that this is not my home. How do you say that? Well, in the next 8 hours, after 16 hours, the home is removed. So I know it by my own inference, by my own experience. What we are talking is a 16-hour home, if at all. But if I go on job, my home is removed and I'm on the job. So there you minus 8 hours or 10 hours. So what remains is 8 hours. If it is 8 hours of work, I have only left with 8 hours. Discussing with spouse, children, parents, neighbors, going here, going there, buying the groceries and other things is another 4 hours average. So what I get is 4 hours. In that 4 hours, watching TV, watching news channels, watching some YouTube videos, Facebook, Instagram, and etc. etc. Another 2 hours or 3 hours. So what leaves with me is 1 hour. In that 1 hour, brushing, bathing, wearing clothes, getting ready, breakfast, lunch, dinner takes away 1 hour. So what remains with me is 0. So basically, I'm homeless. You can add the math and see for yourself. So it's a perceived thing that I have a home. Right? I don't have. And this minusing the quarrels I have with my wife and my son and daughter and this and that, and some disagreement with my manager and all that, co-worker, and driving. I forgot driving, especially in India. Every place will take 2 hours plus. I forgot all about that. So that means basically I'm not at home. This doesn't allow me, I've not considered the thoughts I get, that I missed it. That will be for hours together. So basically, I don't have time. Right? And it means that this is not my home. It's 100% certain. Home means what? You are in one place, which I am not. So if somebody asks me to sit and watch breath, what happens? It shouldn't work. And that's exactly what is happening. It doesn't work. So what do? Go for shortcuts. What shortcut? Traditions, shortcuts. It works a little bit, it's fair. But I'm not doing root cause analysis of it. But I'm now coming to the RCA, root cause analysis, and cut the issue from the root than just symptoms. When I do TMI, it's just a symptom. There's no cure. It's just a symptom. I just sit and then say I'm in stage 3 and stage 4, 5, 6, 4, 2, whatever that is in my perception. And I keep on playing with it. It's not that it's bad, but it doesn't lead anywhere. So I'm just going around and round and round and round with it, which is okay. And same thing with Vipassana. If I go to a retreat, same problem. Doesn't change me anything inside. In that moment, it looks good, but when I'm back, same problem. So what's the thing I need to do then? Now we are talking sense. It's Indriya Samara. Okay, there's no other thing I can do. That means no matter how much I find shortcuts, ultimately I have to come to this. Doesn't mean that Sotapanna is not possible with those things. Yes, it is, but you are still in the school. You just joined the school. So if you are interested in being in that same class forever, fair. But if I want to move further away from there, then I need to do something different. So now I start what to do things different. You can't do the same experiment and expect different result. You do the same experiment, you get the same result. Whether you do for 10 days, you do for 20 days, you do for 30 days, you do for 100 days, you do for 1,000 days, you do here for 10,000 days, the result would exactly be the same. Doesn't matter. So from stage 1 to stage 10 of TMI, You keep on doing, you are doing from stage 1 to stage 10. That's it. There ends the matter. The book is done. You can throw that Mind Illuminated book out of the door because it doesn't make sense now. It's done. But that doesn't lead anywhere next. It's good, doesn't lead anywhere. So you come back to the Buddha. These shortcuts are for getting into the Buddha thing, because I couldn't get it in the first instance. So I'm going through this so that I can join there, just like a detour, because I couldn't get on the ramp. So now I take a detour and again join back. But if I end up being in the detour, and that it's called detour, it's not real, it's just detour. Just keep on going around then. Okay. First thing is to understand jati, birth. This is the most important. And in every given sutta, which Buddha says what it is, he covers this, he ensures he covers this portion for the Indriya Samara. Why? Because you need to know everyone is born the same. So there is no comparison. There is no competition. There is no compulsion of any kind. Because the indriyas, the senses, get charged up when the mind brings in comparison. Abhicca domanasam. Kaye kayanupassi viharati atapi sampajano satima vinaya loke abhicca domanasam. That's exactly what we are doing right now. Now, what should I do? Take the birth. Ask this question to yourself. What is birth? What is being born? I would say being born is an embryo. That's it. Not me. The me is just the embryo. And nobody can falter it. Why? You can watch it on web, on YouTube. Go and find embryos. For which the mother should be ready. The father should be there. I mean, person who wanted to become a father is there. The person who wanted to become the mother is there, and then the consciousness descends into the womb. It's not me, it becomes me, but it's just the consciousness which is entered. So supposing I have a son, I need to go back and see how the son appeared. Not S-U-N, S-O-N, appeared. It appeared not by divine intervention, it appeared due to sexual intercourse. It's not God sent. What is God doing there? Can the God send something without I having good time with my wife or making love? If I were to use American English, making love to my wife? No, can't. One. Two, she should be in the time frame mentioned for getting pregnant. Three, the number of sperms should be so much that the stronger of the sperms is able to fertilize the egg in the fallopian tube. So then there is pregnancy. How does this help me? I now see that's exactly happened with everyone. Be it my wife, be it my brother, be it my sister, be it my parents, be it neighbor, be it any human, any animal. Same. No difference. So what it does, it cuts comparison. Right? From the embryo, it gets into fetus. That's the next stage of development. So I can see what's fetus. Yes, there. And then, am I competing there? No, not at all. Am I worried looking at these videos which shows how the pregnancy happens? It brings shivers of the pain which one needs to take. It's not only I have taken, it's everyone who has taken it. Every consciousness which descended into the womb experiences this. Then I need to see how the eyes start, ears, nose, tongue, body development. It's marvelous to see, also very disastrous, because there is no way you can predict the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body growth. It just pops out. So if there's a defect, it's going to come with the defect. If it is no defect, it doesn't come with defect. But you have no right over either defect or not having defect. So now I can see anatta. I don't have anything to do with it. I can't say, no, sorry, please, not this eye. Let's say I've got brown eyes, but I wanted blue eyes. I can't. I wanted fair skin, I have dark skin. Sorry. I'm short, I want to be long. I don't know, even as a small fetus, how long it is going to be, but there is. Genetically, we can find out how tall this person would be because it is all the characteristics. But where is this characteristics? It's in the gene. And where is in the gene? It's in the seed. That means it's not mine. And seed is in the sperm. So can I dictate the sperm how it should be? No. So when the 10th, 9th or 10th month happens, and then how does a baby come out? It's a painful process. Still, I came out. Then the I came. No, didn't have any knowledge. As a baby, I didn't go and say, hey, daddy, how are you? No, I never said that. And I think nobody said it either. Nothing. So I can only see I have, so-called I, have been eating while in the womb, and the amount of fluid which I pass as urine in the fetus, in the along with the placenta, the liquid which comes out from that place of birth, 70 plus percentage is urine. If you don't believe it, watch some videos and you would see real videos, not the, what I can say, animated ones. So the fluid which comes out of the mother is so-called my urine. So I can see I have lived in urine. So the first time I can see Asubha Bhavana, because that 70% of that liquid is urine. From the time the body started growing and the excretory organs came, started urinating in the fetal stage. Okay. So The insight, what I can get right now, is that the eyes, ear, nose, tongue, body is definitely not mine. So, this one, I have told these people to work for 2 hours, reflecting back again and again and again and again and again and again for 2 hours. Then what happens? Then you get disgusted. That's exactly what I want. Jigucha. And when I see disgust, then the kamachanda or abhijja is gone. Disgust and kamachanda don't stay together. They're enemies. So if you have disgust, kamachanda cannot come. If you have kamachanda, disgust cannot come. So the first thing I'm going to do is how this birthing happens. And that's my meditation. Not about watching breath. Breath watching will become automatic. Nothing I need to do. It's automatic. I don't have to sit with a cushion and watch the breath, closing my eyes. No, it's just a normal process because the mind is in disgust. So, abhijja is gone. So, in that state, the vyapada is also gone, then there's no ill will. What ill will I have with anyone now? I'm seeing the same birthing process, be it my wife, be it my son, be it my friend, be it my brother, sister. In fact, I can bring all those people with whom I have bad relationship. And the very moment I see like this, it's gone. Because without abhijja, there can't be vyapada. So good. Now after I do this, I look at jara, meaning aging. The day I entered into the womb, the body is changed. Then again the change, again the change. I came out of the body. The so-called I came out of the body. Again I have to eat, toilet, urination, continuous. Isn't it aging? Yes, it is. Now, see this fun. My mother taught me language. I didn't know the language, right? So, can I rely on that mind which did know the language? It was doing some gestures at that point in time. Now, my mother, father, they taught me to speak. I was not Chinese to begin with, neither I was Indian, nor I was American, nor I was Swedish or whatever it is. I was not. I got nothing to do with it. So, that state, when I was taken out of the womb, didn't have a language. So, the first 1 year or so, whatever they taught me, I started repeating back. But does that mean my mind right now is exactly the same as I spoke then? No. That means mind also arose and disappeared along with the body. Now, what I can see here, the Jarata includes both the mental and physical. They both have been arising and ceasing. That means if I was taught English from day one, I would have been called as an Englishman. If I was taught American, I'd be called as an American. But I never can become an American or an Englishman or an Indian or whatever that is, because it's just saying. So it's only in the language I fight then. Yes, absolutely. And only in the language I love. Yes. So the love-hate relationship is in the language. Absolutely. Undoubtedly. I get irritated because of the language. I get excited, happy of the language. Nothing else. So now I see the truth. So it's Jara. Because every day, the day is going, cannot come back. Every day, the body is dying, cannot come back. Every day, the mind learns something new and leaves something old. Right? So, the schooling what I had, today I'm not using anything of that schooling. Let's say I was taught A for apple. Will I use it for my office? No. Now they have given me something different. Let's say I'm on AI. It still have A, but they have added I. So this mind has learned what is AI. So what happened to that mind which learned A? It's gone. What happened to that mind which did graduation? That's gone. And what happened to that body which came to the examination to write? It's gone as well. It didn't stay. It never stayed. And what happened to the day when the result came? The mind was excited to see the result and the body was excited, but is it still there? No. Now, what are the challenges I faced while studying? A lot of challenges which has happened. That mind took care of it and that body took care of it, which are not there today. The challenges are totally different. Now I have different kind of challenges, which the mind is trying to take care of. Then can I rely on the mind? No. Can I rely on that body? No. Because it's always going into jara, decay. And the third one is vyadi, disease. From the time of my birth, so-called birth, there's been one or the other diseases. Normal. So I can't expect I would be healthy all the time. And I don't have anywhere to get healthy. If the conditions are good, I can call healthy. The conditions are bad, not have health. Okay. So today, these people are going to be working on these three for the whole day. What it does, it cuts off abhijja vyapada. It automatically takes you to jhana. You don't have to do anything to get into jhana. It takes on by itself because it is vivicheva kamehi. The kama is gone. And when I see like this, there's no akusala dhamma. There is no hindrances. And the first hindrance is again abhijja. The second hindrance is vyapada. The third hindrance is thinamida. The fourth hindrance is udacha kukucha. The fifth hindrance is visikiccha. So when I see like this, how the birth happened, will I have any doubt? No. Will I have restlessness? No, not at all. I'm more excited to see what happens. Will I have remorse feeling? No. Then will I have thinam either? Sloth and torpor? No, can't be. That means will I sleep nodding my head like this? No, because I'm watching all the time how this body came into existence, how the mind came into existence, replaying that video all the time. I might ask a question to myself: how will you see the video? What video will you see? Go back to your life, and what do you see? You see the normal states of your existence. What if I don't remember? Well, there's an answer. Now we have tools like cameras. So, what I can do is I can do like this, something like this, right? And I can go through my life. And let's say I take this and I watch this body, that chair on the left hand side, and the mind which is seeing that is no longer there. In the second photo, I'm looking at my mother, I guess, who is taking, or they have taken me to a studio and where they have clicked this photo. And I don't have these eyes today because I'm wearing glasses and that eye is not there. And there's no way this face resembles what I currently have. Neither this hands or legs or anything thereof, right? And this also same. And then this is me and my brother, so called, and this is something different. And this is me before going to the school. So all these are me, but it doesn't tally at all. And this is my father and me and my brother. And this is me working, which doesn't make much of similarities. Little bit is there, but that situation, that mind at that point in time, and that body no longer exist. And this is one part of me, and there's another part of me here, and there's another part of me here, but all are different because these bodies don't even exist. I can do something like this if I can't remember without the need of a like this, then I can take something like that as a collage. And for the next 1 hour, keep on observing, or 2 hours, or 3 hours, or whatever hours. And I can see the jara also in that, right? I can see it. I might not be able to see the vyadhi, which is diseases, but at least these two I can see, right? I can do it. It cuts off abhijja and vyapada. The moment it does that, the Indriya Samvaras happen because eyes cannot go out, ears cannot go out, the nose cannot go out, tongue cannot go out, body cannot go out, and the mind cannot feed. on anything at all because it has to feed only on this. Reflect back, reflect back, reflect back. And then the magic happens. It takes you to Jhana. Actually, so today is a Jhana day, but I told them practice on this completely. And the Jhana happens. So then question comes, should I take a cushion and sit in a nice place? There's nothing called nice place and no cushion, nothing. You can be anywhere doing anything, but it enters into jhana because mind gave off the sensual interest. It's now scared of this birth and decay. Jati Dhamma, Jara Dhamma. So we're seeing the second Dhamma. We're seeing the Vyadi Dhamma, then the Marana Dhamma, which we are not covered as yet. These three Dhammas are sufficient. Jati, Jara, Marana. Okay. So that's all I had for today for practice. This is a whole day practice for them. No wasting even a moment. And you can also use it if you want. If you remember your childhood, go back and see the mind which was playing. Let's say they were playing cards or they're playing some scooter or some train or some plane or some kitchen equipment and blah blah, all that during childhood, making sand castles, this and that. That mind is not existing today. That's why Buddha says the chitta arises and passes away. It's exactly true. You are the witness. So you have to come to witness consciousness, which is sakshi. And by the way, in Buddha teaching, there is sakshi. It is called sakhi. It's Pali. It's kaya sakhi. One who does 9 jhanas is kaya sakhi. And a state of anagami is kaya sakhi. He has seen the sakshi bhava. Okay. So, and there is a sutta, kaya sakhi sutta. You can go through it and see for yourself. It's there in Kitagiri Sutta as well, but Kaya Sakhi. But how to attain Kaya Sakhi is there in that Kaya Sakhi. Then there's Upato Bhaga Vimukti Sutta. Also, there is Panya Vimukti Sutta as well. There is also Dhammanusari Sutta. There is Saddhanusari Sutta. All of those are there. So basically, that's what we need to do for today so that it cuts off Kamachanda and Vyapada and it takes into jhana. Any questions? Otherwise, we'll end for today. So the maximum time they spend on this without need for cushion or with cushion, standing, walking, but they have to keep on reflecting all the time, all the time. What, when, where, who, and how. How is what Buddha is teaching. What are we here for? Right? First, we need to ask this question. What are we here for? Is it for eating, sleeping, breeding, fearing? Or is it some other purpose for me? Right? What? When? When will I attain Abhasara? When? That should be there. That's a burning spirit. Where? Where I'm going to achieve it? Right here, right now. That should be the answer. Not after death. That I don't know. Then who? Me, right? Because when I see this in 24 hours, 8 hours is gone. 8 hours goes in working. 2 hours goes in getting ready. Then 3-4 hours goes in family. Then some few hours goes in entertainment. Basically, I'm only eating, sleeping, breeding, hearing, which is animal existence. That's exactly what animal does. So I don't want this way of living. Now I come to how is through Indriya Samara and Sila. Assuming that I've established Sila, I need to cut Abhijja Vyapada. The moment I cut Abhijja Vyapada, then the senses will not go out. When the senses don't go out, it enters into first jhana. And then Avitakka Vichara will take me to the second jhana, which is Tunni Bhava, noble silence. Not that I need to sit silently in the room or I'm in a retreat, no talking. That's fair, but that's not required because I am in second jhana. So I wouldn't like to speak at all because I don't want to let go of Abhasara because that is piti, joy. Which person will like to talk when he is in piti? Joy. He wouldn't. So he's in noble silence. Absolutely true. So this is my objective of the retreat I have attended. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I meant to do the Marana, then I meant to do losing the loved ones, and then the Kamma, which we spoke on the other day. I need to take it up. So all the 6 of them, I need to do it all the time so that the mind lets go of kama loka completely. And Vyapada is gone, taking me to anagami state. And that's my, not my wish, that's my resolve in this life need to be no less than anagami or the best than arhat. That's the least is anagami, not a sotapanna. That I don't even care. But I need to know I've achieved sotapanna. That's like entering into school. Okay, so study. Just you got admission into the school. Come on. No, I wanted to celebrate getting into school. No, sorry. If you think Sotapanna itself was difficult, that means getting into school was difficult. Maybe yes. But it just entered into school. School of Buddha. That's it. It doesn't matter through whom you came. You came through TMI route. You came through PMI route. You came through Burmese route, you came through Sri Lankan route, or you came through your own route, or you came through your wife's route, husband's route, whichever route, I don't care. You got admission. You are now successfully admitted. You have an admit card. You can swipe your card and enter inside. That's it. Nothing more to it. Now the actual work begins. Right? Now you have to work for 18 hours. Because in 6 hours' time, from then, your existence is removed. You have no existence at all. Nobody can remember they were an American when they were in deep sleep, or they slept next to their wife or husband. or they had parents either, or they had a house, they had a car. Nothing. They don't even know their bank balance. They don't even know whether they're going to wake up tomorrow. This is the fun side of it. Do you know you're going to wake up tomorrow when you're in deep sleep? No, because the consciousness is not there. Please understand, the consciousness is departed. It's living on the battery power, which is Ayu. You have no idea of where you are. So appamadena sampadeta, because you don't exist. Excuse me, you don't exist. If you're dead in the sleep, you have a new existence before you even knew it. What happened to the husband? What happened to the wife? What happened to my marriage? What happened to divorce? What happened to children? Parent? Nothing. It's void and empty. That's exactly is Vinyanan Chayatana. Beyond, that is Akincha Ayatana. It's completely void. There's nothing in there. It's 8 hours, 10 hours, 6 hours of non existence. So then, what you call as an existence is with the 6 senses in the waking state alone, which itself is a dream state on its own. Because if you go back 1 hour before, you can only reflect in your dream, yes or no, try it out. 1 hour back, you go back, it comes in your chitta, in your mind, but you can't travel. Chirag, you came from office. Can you travel back now? The time? No. Never in your life can you travel back. It's gone. It's completely gone, not just gone for today. It's gone and gone forever, which is nirodha, cessation. It ceased to exist. When you were driving, it existed. At that moment, only present. Then it became past. It's gone. So, whom are you living with? No one, actually. So, why they are fighting? With whom are you fighting? You means not doesn't mean you, Chirag, every one of us. Whom are we fighting with? Basically, our own perceptions. And that's it. So, reflect upon the jati, jara, marana, vyadhi, and marana. We didn't pick up marana, we'll do it tomorrow, and other 3. And that is reflection. You reflect upon that, and then the 6 senses, they get cut. Okay, good day then. If you don't have any questions, I don't want to persist. So we'll meet tomorrow with the remaining 3. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.